Well, welcome everybody. I am here with Pam Wiese. She is VP of PR and Marketing for the Nebraska Humane Society. Pam, thanks so much for joining me today.
Oh my gosh, thanks for having us. We love doing this.
Yeah. You weren't here we talked about too long ago, but I wanted to get an update, and then we're going to be talking to Gordon Krentz and after this conversation, talking about Black Tie and Tails that is coming up virtually in July, which is really exciting. But let's just talk about, again, kind of giving the update from the pandemic and how it's affected shelter operations and needs. So what's going on at the Nebraska Humane Society?
Well, everyone's wearing masks, as you can well imagine. So we're still able to take care of the animals. We're still taking in strays. We're still returning them to owners. Animal control's out on the road. We're just kind of trying to make sure that we hand sanitize, use masks, do whatever we can. The front doors, now we had a renovation, as you know, and we're getting to the end of that. So the front doors are still closed because we've got some construction stuff that's still happening in there, but the next set of doors down are the ones that you would come in, and we have the vestibule open. It's the vestibule that has the overnight drop kennels in there. The vestibule's open so you can get in there. Then we ask you to give a call to the front desk and talk about what you need. So if it's, I need to look for my lost pet, or I have some donations, or I need some help with something with licensing or something like that, then they'll say, okay, come on in. And they're kind of limiting the number of people in, just because our lobby isn't huge for people. So we don't want people coming in and not, social distancing. So letting people in kind of one at a time, especially it's good with dogs to kind of stay outside and then come in if you've got a dog or something like that you're working with. Yeah. So we're kind of limiting people into the building at a time, but still providing the services that people need. Classes are back up and running, but we again have, I think they're limiting them to 15. Yeah. We do have Saturday morning play groups as well. We've divided the meadow with snow fencing into 3 different areas, and there are 25 people allowed in each area. So that's 75 on the meadow at a time. So Yappy Pack is still doing that on Saturday mornings. Same thing. You can arrive and see if, there's room, and you can come on in and let your dog play with other dogs. So play groups are still going. But again, just kind of making sure that we follow the best health department guidelines in order to make sure that we're keeping people safe. When you come in, we ask you to wear a mask. When you're doing play group, we ask you to wear a mask. We're going to have kids camps next month as well in July. Okay. We're limiting those. Normally we'd have, I think, like 40 kids in a camp or something. And now we're limiting those to 15 campers per class. Yeah. And being able to space them out and to not share stuff. And we've got some water bottle protocols and some things like that. All kids will be required to wear a mask. But the fun thing is that the first day, if they come in a mask, and if they don't, we'll have masks for them. And then they will decorate a mask that they can wear. Oh. And so they can put whiskers or noses or whatever they want on it. So that's kind of a fun activity that's coming out of the pandemic. Yeah. And so we'll have those going on in July. So okay. We're back up to getting things toward normal. Adoptions still aren't, you still can't walk through and see the animals.
That was like my next question is, what about?
Oh, I'd love to be able to do that. So would love to. Yeah.
Yeah. But people, the online piece of it is going online and checking out a kitty or a dog or a doggy or whatever. And then can you come in and meet the animal once you said, you know what, I really want to meet this guy or girl or whatever. Yeah,
absolutely. So folks send in adoption applications. It's all online. Okay. And then we kind of go through and we do it first come, first serve, the same way we always have, and look and see, does this criteria meet? Should we, is this something that we can make happen for this person? Call them back, talk to them, make sure that, you've got a fence or whatever the deal may be, and then get them in to meet the animal before adopting. They are not required, if they come in, they don't have to meet the animal. And a lot of times if you're bringing in a dog to meet and it doesn't happen to work, because dogs can be finicky with meeting other guys. So but you do come in and meet them before you take them home.
Yeah. Okay, that's great, because I just know, that's just such a big part of what you do, and that is just, that's kind of in my perspective, or one of the biggest kind of things that had to be flipped or pivoted or changed is really looking at how you adopt and foster out animals. So we've got about 45 seconds left. Do you have an amazing website? So I've actually been looking on your website because I'm moving, but I might want to be adopting another little kitty or two.
Okay.
So I'll be chatting with you about that. But what are your greatest needs right now?
Obviously, every charity is, trying to struggle to meet budget just because we don't have people doing as many adoptions. We don't have our money makers making as much money, and we're worried about events. So that's number one. But what we can use too, we can always use, are the consumables. Soft treats, Vienna sausages, peanut butter, those things that we go through. And right now we're doing a lot of that to enrich animals. So if people have things that they want to drop off, pet food, kitty litter, soft treats, all those consumable things are things that we go through and we always need to replenish.
Right. And that's great. So, I mean, cash is king sometimes. I mean, that you can do a lot with money, but also there are times when a family's at Target or Walmart or whatever, and you just want to buy some food or kitty litter, like you said. So, so go to www.nehumanesociety.org to find out so much information and to adopt a pet. So, Pam, I just want to thank you again.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for giving us a voice, and we so appreciate it.
Yeah. And I'll be checking in with you again in the next month or two because things are constantly changing. So, all right. Take care. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thanks.